Northside, we're so excited that you're here today. I'd love to invite you and stand and join us as we worship this morning, whether you're in person or if you're watching online.
Give you glory for all you've brought me through, and now I'm ready for whatever you want to do, and I'm moving forward to follow after you, and now I'm ready for whatever you want to do. Your presence is an open door. We want you, Lord, like never before. Your presence is an open door. So come now, Lord, like never before. Every season, your grace has been enough, and I'm believing the best is yet to come. The cross before me, I hope on things above, and in you, Jesus, the best is yet to come. Your presence is an open door. We want you, Lord, like never before. Your presence is an open door. So come now, Lord, like never before. I know a breakthrough is coming. By faith, I see a miracle. My God made me a promise and He won't stop now. I know a breakthrough is coming. By faith, I see a miracle. My God made me a promise and He won't stop now. I know a breakthrough is coming. By faith, I see a miracle. My God gave me a promise and He won't stop now. I know breakthrough is coming. By faith, I see a miracle. My God made me a promise and He won't stop now. And your presence is an open door. We want you, Lord, like never before. And your presence is an open door. So come now, Lord, like never before.
Good morning, Northside. That's Shannon Holder.
And that's Paul Holder. We are so excited that you chose to join us this morning.
We would like to say a special thanks to anyone who is here for the first time. Thank you for trusting us with your morning. We know it can be hard to take that step and go somewhere new. Stop by the welcome desk right outside the sanctuary on your way out today, and there will be someone there to answer any questions that you might have. We will also have a gift waiting for you there.
Camp season is upon us, and whether you are sending kids to camp or not, there is a huge way you can help West Central out this summer. Over the next few weeks, we will be collecting gallon-sized jars, cans, and packages of different food items.
A list of items to donate can be found on our social media, announcement email, or at the welcome desk. You can bring your donations to the church anytime over the next few weeks. Thank you for partnering with us to support our kids and West Central Camp.
Ladies of Northside, there will be a ladies' luncheon on Sunday, June the 25th, following second service at Casconi's. We would love to see you there and encourage you to invite all of your friends along as well. This will be a great opportunity for fellowship with other ladies from Northside.
Whether in person or online, we would love to know that you're joining us this morning. Grab a Connect card from the back table to fill out, or visit the Northside KC app and click on the Connect card tab. If you're watching online, feel free to chat with us down in the comments.
Okay, that's all the announcements that we have for you this morning. If you are willing and able, we invite you to stand and join us as we continue to worship this morning.
I've carried a burden too long on my own. I wasn't created to bear it alone. I hear your invitation to let it all go. I see it now, I'm laying it down, and I know that I need you. I run to the Father, I fall into grace. I'm done with the hiding, the reason to wait. My heart needs a surgeon, my soul needs a friend, so I run to the Father again and again and again and again. You saw my condition, had a plan from the start. Your son for redemption, the price for my heart. I don't have a context for that kind of love. I don't understand, I can't comprehend. And all I know is I need you. I run to the Father, I fall into grace. I'm done with the hiding, no reason to wait. My heart needs a surgeon, my soul needs a friend, so I'll run to the Father again and again and again and again. My heart has been in your sights long before my first breath, running into your arms is running to life from death. And I feel this rush deep in my chest. Your mercy is calling out, and just as I am, you pull me in, and I know I need you now. Run to the Father, fall into grace. Done with the hiding, no reason to wait. My heart found a surgeon,
to the beginning. Can't control what tomorrow will bring, but I know here in the middle is the place where you promised to be. Not enough unless you come. Will you meet me here again? 'Cause all I want is all you are. Will you meet me here again? As I walk now through the valley, let your love rise above every fear. In sun shaping the shadow, in my weakness your glory appears. Not enough unless you come. Will you meet me here again? 'Cause all I want is all you are. Will you meet me here again? I'm not enough unless you come. Will you meet me here again? 'Cause all I want is all you are. Will you meet me here again? Not for a minute was I forsaken. The Lord is in this place. The Lord is in this place. Come, Holy Spirit, drive us awaken. The Lord is in this place. The Lord is in this place. Not for a minute was I forsaken. The Lord is in this place. The Lord is in this place. Come, Holy Spirit, drive us awaken. The Lord is in this place. The Lord is in this place. Not enough unless you come. Will you meet me here again? 'Cause all I want is all you are. you come? Will you meet me here again? 'Cause all I want is all you are. Will you meet me here again?
If you are in the room and you haven't done so already, there's communion elements in the back of the room. They're double cup. The top cup has the juice, and the bottom cup has the bread. Feel free to grab that. If you're watching us online, this is a good time for you to get your elements as well. And we'll take together in just a second. Anything that you do regularly has the potential to just become a ritual. There's a habit, kind of a mindless thing. And that's a little bit of a risk, right, with communion. That sometimes if we don't pause and think about what we're doing, it can become a mindless thing. I love sports. I love baseball and softball. Right now, the Women's College World Series is on, and I have enjoyed that tremendously. It's been a lot of fun to watch. And one of the things that's interesting in watching, there's not too many more groups of people, I think, that are more superstitious or more ritualistic than baseball players and softball players. They get these routines, especially the hitters, in between each pitch, right? If you remember back when the Royals were really good, Lorenzo Cain, he had one that was probably my favorite. He used to, in between every pitch, he would step out of the batter's box and he'd undo each glove, and then he started doing this thing with his hands in front of his face, one eye at a time, and he just think like, you're like, it wasn't the whole "you can't see me" thing, but somebody had told him once it was a training his eye to do this quick thing that you're only going to see for a quick second. So he would do that between every pitch, and it was crazy. This year, Major League Baseball put in a pitch clock, and they can't do those things. They can't take all the time they used to have, and some of these guys have really struggled with the rituals getting messed up. Watching the Women's College World Series, some of them have the same thing, and they desperately need that pitch clock because they're stepping out and doing all kinds of stuff, and if the umpire tries to hurry them along, someone will stop because they've begun to do some things, and it's become so ritualistic that they think if they don't do these things, they can't do what they're there for. Anything that you do kind of mindlessly over and over and over again kind of takes away from why you do it to begin with. The writer of Hebrews in Hebrews chapter 10 is talking about the sacrificial system, and he's talking about how they had these sacrifices that were over and over again because the sins would be forgiven by the blood, right? But they would have to do it over and over because the blood of the lambs and bulls were never sufficient for the real source of the issue. And sometimes those things just became ritualistic. They would do it over and over and over again. And down in Hebrews 10:10, he makes this declaration. It says, "We've been made holy by the sacrifice of the body of Jesus Christ once for all." The work for paying for sin, for making us holy, has been done once for all. We celebrate communion here weekly, and we do that because we see that example in the first church, that they got together regularly to remember the sacrifice that allowed them to be close to Jesus, that allowed them to be close to God, that paid for their sin. And so weekly we spend a little bit of time. We come together, much like Christians around the world will today, who will take some bread and they will take some juice in honor of Jesus' body and blood that was broken and shed for us, to remember that we're made holy. I want to pray for us. God, thank you that all the work that is required has been done. That Jesus willingly laid his life down on that altar, on that cross for us. Lord, thank you for loving so deeply that you would pay our price. Help us to live our lives in reflection of that sacrifice. We pray that in Jesus' name. So we're going to do things a little bit differently than we do most Sundays. My name's Jeremy. I'm the senior pastor. Usually I will speak for about 25 minutes. But today you have the pleasure of meeting a friend of mine. His name's Jonathan Trotter. Jonathan and his wife Elizabeth are here with us. We've been supporting them as missionaries for the last couple of years, and it's the first chance that most of you have had the opportunity to meet him, and I wanted him to come up and kind of explain a little bit of what he does, because I know some people get a little confused about, you have a missionary who lives in Joplin, Missouri. How does that work? They were in Cambodia for 8 years, and he wants to kind of explain how all of that works for you. But I met Jonathan, and I was trying to figure it out at camp some 15 years or more ago, and it's one of the reasons I love camp. I'm excited for our kids to go to camp and for Zach to spend time at camp, because I met some of my deepest friends as a student when I was a kid at camp, and then as an adult I've met some people who have been just pouring themselves out for Jesus, and you see some who are the real deal all the time, people that volunteer of their time,